Yeah. Whew. My coach. Family. Yeah. For real. Whew. Yeah. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Who is my mother, my brother? They do the will of my father. I studied the law like a lawyer. Applying the law make it royal. The world is so overrated. I don't see what is the biggie. Everybody say they made it. Cut it, spent a couple pennies. Piece of who will give me plenty. Negative, get a shit. You should learn how to look. Who the true, who the crook. If it's right, why you hiding? Who said be a lie? Death is lurking, but I'm driving. Had to switch on the price. Nobody's playing somebody's. Hey, what's really going on? A pure soul in this body. Couldn't fit it in a clone. They say my face is like a stone. Tell them all I mean business. Everybody say you're wrong before they ever take a list. If it's yours, I don't want it. I don't touch it unless I own it. You should get up by your who. All that other stuff is phony. Lost religion, found a coach. No explain, watch me do it. Watch the fire, it'll roast. Grown man should've knew it. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Yeah. Whew. My coach. Family. Yeah. For real. Whew. Yeah. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Who is my mother, my brother? They do the will of my father. I studied the law like a lawyer. Applying the law make it royal. The world is so overrated. I don't see what is the biggie. Everybody say they made it. Cut it, spent a couple pennies. Piece of who will give me plenty. Negative, get a shit. You should learn how to look. Who the true, who the crook. If it's right, why you hiding? Who said be a lie? Death is lurking, but I'm driving. Had to switch on the price. Nobody's playing somebody's. Hey, what's really going on? A pure soul in this body. Couldn't fit it in a clone. They say my face is like a stone. Tell them all I mean business. Everybody say you're wrong before they ever take a list. If it's yours, I don't want it. I don't touch it unless I own it. You should get up by your who. All that other stuff is phony. Lost religion, found a coach. No explain, watch me do it. Watch the fire, it'll roast. Grown man should've knew it. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Never relate.
Shalom, 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 y'all. Shalom is Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. And as you can tell by the title of the show, we're going to be talking about works. We're going to be talking about that footwork. Putting in footwork. The rubber meeting the road. You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be a good lesson. I got a whole bunch of notes. I got an Ak who's going to call in, give us some edification and a little testimony. So later on in the show, when I see them check in, I'll have them come in when I get to that part of the lesson. But what you're going to find with this show is it's going to be very edifying, very practical, and very applicable to your daily life. The normal standard with spiritual combat. And so yeah, man, we're gonna hit on a lot of stuff, and the end goal, the intent of this lesson I'm doing here today is to better help you separate the real from the fake. And what that's gonna do is give you a stress-free life, or at least a greatly eliminate stress in your life, okay? Because, you know, in the larger scope of things, there's not a lot of time, especially in from a cultural standpoint. We have to purge ourselves of this Greco-Roman Babylonian culture as much as is possible, because at the end of the day, and that's something I'm going to be hitting on a little later in this lesson, it's a death culture. This whole Greco-Roman, Babylonian, Roman, Catholic, Christian culture is a death culture. It all leads to death and confusion and everything else, okay? So what we're going to do first, I'm going to pull up my my lesson here. And of course, we're going to hit that the James. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Just going through my notes. I just had it up here earlier. Okay. But what we're going to do, we're going to hit that James. I'm going to just have to type it in. Let me see. It is, all right, James 2:14. So, all right. So we're going to go to James chapter 2, verse 14, okay? Which might read before it. Make sure it's very contextual when we read it. 2:14. So yeah, so we'll start it. I'll read James chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "What doeth it profit, my brethren, though a man say?" See, I want to emphasize that word, say. Though a man, you know, because this is how I like reading it, man. When we read this word, just get the meat off the bone. Let's not do no complicated gymnastics, verbal gymnastics, all this, what do you call it, semantics and wordplay and prideful speech and all this stuff. It's all talk, okay? And like I was saying, you got people, they talk all kind and perfect, and like their speech is sugary and buttery. It's sugar and butter mixed together. with syrup on it. You know what I'm saying? It's sweet and buttery talk. So, but what does it say? Though a man say he have faith and have not works, can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled. Okay? And that what it's saying right there in that scripture is literally what is happening today in so-called religion. It's also happening today in the Hebrew Israelite, the so-called Hebrew Israelite. I call them Christian Hebrews, Babylonian Hebrews. That's what I call them. It's the same thing that's happening. You know, they just give you a bunch of sugary, buttery words, and you stay destitute. You stay in need of daily food and providing for yourself and in want of all things from this nation. These people don't give you nothing but a bunch of vain, empty babble that at the very best just uplifts them, makes them look good, and then they say, hey man, give me a donation. And then you go back to your slavery on Monday. And Massa Charlie continue to oppress you. Okay? Yeah, so yeah, man. So we're gonna finish. It says, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled. Notwithstanding ye give them not these things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? Okay? Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone. So, that's the introduction to what we're going to be talking about today. But with that, I'm going to just say shalom to everybody tuning in. So, shalom to Brother Cedric said. Shalom, I look forward to fellowshipping with you today. As you know, we are straight way Jacksonville, Florida. So if you're in the Florida or South Georgia region, come on out. Contact the dining hall so you can be linked up with me. Shalom, Brother Lamar. Good to see you in there, Brother Lamar. Carrie Bain. Shalom. Of course, Koya Israel in there, multitasking it up. Say shalom to my wife, Koya Israel. She is moderating on Facebook and YouTube and getting the Sabbath meal ready to bring over to the fellowship. So she putting her bricks in. Shabbat shalom, my Ak Rory. Look forward to fellowshipping with you today, man. That is my man, Rory, the big Ak. All right, shalom, Rayo. I think I said that right. Correct me if I'm wrong so I could get it right. Shalom, Hannah. Good to see you in there. My Ak Hakeem. Shalom to you, man. Good to see you. Omar, shalom. Elder Rufus, otherwise known by his nickname, Elder Ruthless. If you heard him verbally lacerate them clown shoes on that show the other day, on that live that they called themselves doing this week. Shalom, Elder. Good to see you in there. I see my man Bino tuning in. Shalom, Bino, over there on Facebook. Shalom, Brother Jordan. Good to see you in there, Brother Jordan Harris. Shalom out. Let's see who else over here. Oh, okay. Edward. Shalom, man. Good to see you on there, Edward. Eric, David. Shabbat Shalom, family. All right. So, yeah, y'all. So, with that said, yeah, Shabbat Shalom, Brother Bino. Look forward to fellowshipping with you today. So, with that said, yeah, let's, looks like we got people coming in. They're still steadily coming in, but I think we're going to go ahead and get started. We're not going to get side. We'll let the brothers and sisters come in as they wake up. They can catch it, but we're going to press with the lesson. So, all right. So, like I said, man, just reiterating what we already brought out with this scripture, and you just read it slow and let it digest and hit it on the surface level. You don't got to go 20 levels deep on this thing. You just got to let the book talk. It's not, don't let these people fool you into thinking it's complicated. The Most High is not the author of confusion. Now, he will hide a matter, okay? There are mysteries. He will hide something. But what he wants you to get, he going to make it very plain. You see what I'm saying? So, we're going to hit this again real quick. What doeth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith? Again, what I was saying earlier. All these people, they make you believe and think they got the works. A lot of these leaders out here, they just talking a good game. But are they showing fruit? And what is the fruit? And what are the works? And what do the works look like? You like I said, in the Hebrew community, you just got a lot of regurgitation and no application. And if it's a word, practification. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a word. All right. But, and have not works, can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, nothing withstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit? And I got to hit this again. There's a lot of meat on that bone right there. We got to get everything off that scripture. We got to scrape it clean. We've been brainwashed by that wicked, evil, Greco-Roman, Babylonian beast religion of Christianity, Christianity, into just mental ascension, when you more doing the book when all y'all are like-minded and you can help a brother out in areas he needs to be helped out in. Like, for instance, me. I got tools and mechanical know-how. So if a brother's car needs to be fixed, I could give him that instead of saying, Most High bless you. Yeah. Hey, Michael Israel. Hey, I blew my head gasket. What should we do about it? I'ma just pray the Most High bless your car, and we're gonna keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? That's how folks is operating. Instead of, hey, bring your car over on Sunday, and we're gonna get some of the mishpachah over here, and we're gonna jump in this thing hot and heavy. You see what I'm saying? That's book. That's works. You see what I'm saying? All this vain babble, and you don't even know who the heck they are, and they ain't got no footwork, and nobody can sign off on them. Be careful, y'all. All right, be careful. But we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna hit on some other things, because, like I said, there are people in the Hebrew community does have a few scholars, okay, that you can see it comes across real fast that the Most High has blessed them in that area. You know what I'm saying? Me, not being one of them. I'm not no scholar on any type of. I'm more action oriented, hands on anyway. Um, at best, I just know how to make things real simple when I explain them, but I'm very action oriented, mechanical, stuff like that. There are people where their works and their fruit is their um, a lot of information and stuff like that that the Most High has blessed them to bring out. But then you got a lot of regurgitators. They'll take their information and act like it's them. I ain't gonna name drop. I'm gonna just leave that there because I don't want to get off topic. All right. So all right. So let's finish up this script since I read the second time. But you see what I'm saying? When you read it slow, you see that it's it's not talking about wishful thinking or mental ascension. Okay, it's talking about something literal. You got, and you got a lot of people. In order to bend, in order to make the Bible conform to their unmovable God of emotions that they have, they will hyper spiritualize the Bible into whatever they want it to fit their agenda or whatever. All right. So anyway, it says, "And one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and fulfilled, notwithstanding you give them not those things which are needful to the body. What doeth it profit? Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone." Okay? Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Again, that's a good precept to footwork, you know. You know that when I'm always saying, hey, you will know them by their fruit. Okay? That's the how you would precept that. It's not anything super complicated. But it is something rarely seen in the Hebrew community. All right? And that's what we're going to be discussing today. All right? So let's see. Excuses. Let's dare I use Google to define a word. Apparently that's a sin. If you use Google to define a word, it's a sin. So now look, let me show y'all something, man. All right. Excuse. An attempt to lessen the blame attaching to a thought or offense. Seek to defend or justify. Release someone from a duty or requirement. Excuse. Okay? And I put that up there because that's another thing people have in this Hebrew awakening, man. People have, and then just among our people in general, when I say our people, I'm talking about black folks in this nation. It's part of the curses that we have become very. It's almost like making excuses is a reaction, like a nervous reaction. You know what I'm saying? A reflex. It's like, boom, Moses just put an excuse out there. Oh, it was this, it was that. Dudes, you got people, they even more alive, they'll twist the scripture to make an excuse. You know, and mind you, I understand there's time and reasons to make excuses. I mean, sometimes there are legitimate excuses, but then you have people that, you know, it's all excuses. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, it's some type of excuse, and you know, to them, like the whole world is like they just happen to always be the victim. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to spot. Just me in the line of work that I work in, you can't make excuses. Like you can't screw up. Just the nature of the work I do is like, aircraft maintenance on tactical aircraft and stuff like that. You can't mess up. There is no excuse. If you worked on it, you signed it off, your name's on there. If it mess up, it's on you. And well, I had a oopsie and I'm saying that because there's a lot of people I run into that, man, if they were in my line of work, they'd probably be in jail somewhere because they'd have killed a bunch of people, and we have to treat the Most High's work even better than that. It says, do it with a spirit of excellence, okay? So, hold on one sec. All right, so moving forward. Talking about the word, I watch like a lot of people have ideas and great ideas and all this stuff that sounds good and I've watched prominent people in the Hebrew community attempt to start to do some of these big elaborate plans. I've actually been part of certain things, and it's like I hear about stuff. I'm still pretty well connected to the Hebrew community, so I hear about things. People put out all types of ideas and things are going on, and I always but they always miss one thing. And what I wrote here is we can't do anything together unless we have come out of her spiritually. Okay? First, e.g., the Babylonian mind. Okay? So the first step to works is a mental one, getting your mind right, a spiritual one, whatever you want to call that thing, getting your heart aligned with the word, or some people be like Christ consciousness and walking in it, not mechanically keeping the laws. I see a lot of people out there, they do that in a mechanical way. They keep the laws, but their heart still hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? And they end up wiggling through stuff, or so they think, but there's still stuff in the book where that'll catch you and put you out there. So the other thing I put, our women must be biblically righteous. We must keep our word. Be bold enough to stand for the book over our greedy lusts. See, and this is like some big, basic, surface level stuff. But when you look out there in the Hebrew community, when you look at us just as a people, and then you look at these other nations, and everybody want to act like these other nations, oh, these damn Indians, oh, the Chinese, oh, the white folks here, and all this, and everybody looking at them so viciously and all that. You need to look at them with a discerning eye and see what they doing that you not. And these other nations know how to keep their word. These other nations, they women are in order. They're not monsters. Okay? This is work. This book work. It ain't, everybody want to act like it's just luck that these other nations are in the position they're in. Hey, a lot of these other nations are in the position they're in because on a very, and look, y'all, folk get ready to get mad when I say this, but look, at a very basic character level, they better than us. They at a higher level than us. We can't do nothing together. The other nations keep their word. The other nations got their women in order. What else did I put here? And the other nations know how to work together and not be self-centered. Like a lot of people put in there, like you see some of these other nations, man, they'll have a ton of people. They can live together. Like a real estate, it was a sister, she said she was a real estate agent up in Detroit back in the 80s. And she watched these Middle Eastern families come in there. They'd buy a store. A bunch of the families would live in a house together and work in that store together. And all that money would go back to that one house. And they just do their thing, man. And once they got enough money, saved up enough money, they'd buy another store. And then they buy a gas station. And they buy another store. And then they buy a house, move into a house. And they do this thing and build it up. And what she said is today, those families of those Middle Eastern people live in the richest part of Detroit. Okay? But they get it. And it's like that. One of the reasons why, hey, I like Straightways, you got serious-minded people who understand this. A lot of these other people out there in the Hebrew community, they very much are walking in the curses. Because just on the very simple, surface level stuff, they off. Like, so if I see you stumbling and tripping and falling over the very surface, simple, basic book stuff, I'm going to call you wicked. It's like we got to get our minds right. The women in the Hebrew community are still very much out of order. Don't make me pull up video. I can pull some video up, and y'all know I ain't lying. Most of y'all watching know. These women just wicked as hell. You know our people don't keep their word. I get Ron Dalton on the phone right now. He was just saying that, he'd be like, oh man, Hebrews. He was just, I was like, you ain't telling me nothing. I was like, you ain't saying nothing to me. I was like, I didn't see, not the promised land. I didn't see the wasteland, It's like our people, man. Shalom, Brother Gideon, man. Brother Gideon, he was real, man. He said, man, he's like, Israel will get you. He said, they ain't getting me, though. So you gotta search, get this truth of the word, but then you gotta search to find righteous people that are serious about this book. Y'all, Mike, why you always pushing Straightway? This is why. That's why I'm pushing Straightway. Because it's a large group of people who are serious about the word. Everybody think people is trying to worship Pastor Dow. No. What Pastor Dow did is he brought together a large group of people who are serious about the book. Very serious. Period, point blank. And it's like, if you serious about it and you search and you pray, he's gonna lead you in one place. Either you're gonna be by yourself or you're gonna be out here with these brothers and sisters, man. Okay? Alright, hold on 1 second. I gotta fix something here. There we go. Alright. So yeah, man. Put a 10 up in there if that's 100. Or put a 100 up in there if that's 100. Alright, so it says, so that Babylonian mind, man, that's what we're talking about. Uh, I said we must hate this Greco-Roman Babylonian culture and what they have done in every way. Um, I like every day I find a new reason why I really hate this culture, like this Greco-Roman Babylonian USA European culture. It's a death culture. Everything in it either leads to uh, confusion, destruction, or death. You can't show me nothing they've come up with that don't lead to confusion, destruction, or death. I mean, the end goal is always death. Anything in their culture, the way they got marriage set up, the way just everything, anything associated with them, their interpretation of the book. I was just on WhatsApp, I'm in a group in WhatsApp talking to a bunch of Africans, Bantus, and I'm gonna be putting this information out here soon because I'm learning about the Bantus dialect, not the language. It's a dialect that the Bible was originally written in, and they got a lot of interest in history that really brings a lot of clarity to stuff. And come to find out where, and like I said, I'm still researching all this, but the Bible was translated from that. Hebrew is the Bantus dialect, and, but it was translated from that into the Latin. So they have a better understanding, and they were just showing how one word in this barbarian caveman language of English that came from Latin, one word in there got 5 different words of meaning in the Bantus dialect. So when these cavemen translated the damn, not the damn book, when these damn cavemen translated our set apart book, they put what they thought in the meaning of some of these words and took away the meaning of some of the stuff. Now, again, when you precept the book out, it clarifies stuff. But I'm just pointing out how everything these folks have did with, especially with Catholicism and they just screwed it all up, led by Satan, you know. And it frustrates you. So you can't serve 2 masters. You either gonna love the one and hate the other. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that's why I'm trying to get away from this culture in every way possible. I'm trying to get away from it because this culture is a mess. It's a disaster. It's a death culture. Let's see where it's. So I just hit that. Yeah, and even associated with this culture, how we see marriage, how we see relationship. I mean, look at the disasters out there. And one of the things we got to truly understand when it, coming back to what we're dealing with out here is that at the end of the day, all this stuff, it's spiritual warfare. That's why this thing's called spiritual combat. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. I watch a lot of these Hebrew ministries out here that I call Catholic Hebrews, Babylonian Hebrews, Christian Hebrews, and where the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is a spiritual combat, is warfare. And these people with their doctrines and their lessons and what they're teaching, they are not teaching that. They twist the scripture so that they don't have to fight. Okay? But me and brother Gideon, my brother Gideon, man, me and him were having, we were having a talk. And if you don't know, brother Gideon, uh, he get, because um, when you read the Bible, uh, hold on one sec. There we go. Yeah, when you read the word, you see that the book is there's a lot of warfare analogies in it. Okay, and so somebody who has seen combat, brother Gideon has seen combat. And hold on, all I'm doing, I'm pulling. But this brother has seen combat. He gets it on a deep level. He's a highly decorated war veteran, and he gets it on a deep level to where I was talking to him this week, and man, this brother gave me an analogy. So I'm about to bring him on real quick. I'm about to hit him up right now. He's on here, and I'm gonna let him give you this analogy that he gave me. Let me bring him on, and I'm gonna let him talk whatever he feels led to bring out. Hey, shalom, man. So I'm gonna put you on speaker, and I'm gonna hand it over to you. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on one sec. All right, there you go, brother Gideon.
Okay, brother. I guess you just wanted me to talk about what I said the other day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was talking to my brother. Oh, first of all, I'd like to say, praise y'all, and glory to the King for waking me up this morning, and blessings to the pastor, elders, teachers, deacons in the ministry, and blessings to you, my brother. All I was saying was basically, I had realized when I came out of the world that there's some very close correlations with combat and spiritual combat. And I was looking at some things, and I was like, man, this is so crazy, because spiritual combat is just like war. In Afghanistan, we was in these things called forward operation bases, or FOBs. And every time you wake up in the morning, and then we go on patrols, we got to go do our missions, we have to put on our armor. We have to put on our helmets. We have to put on our flak jackets, and bulletproof vests. We have to get our weapons and everything like that. And I was saying, it's just like that when we're at home in the world. People don't realize how this is so close to combat. When you walk out that door every morning, you gotta, like it said in Ephesians, Ephesians 6, you gotta put on the full armor. It's no difference, because when I came out that gate in Afghanistan, there was IEDs set up there, improvised explosives ready for us. You know what I mean? So same thing, you walk out that door. As soon as you walk out that door, there's evil spirits ready to jump you. They're ready to, just get on you. And if you don't have that self-awareness and understanding what's going on, and you ain't fed up, then you're going to get attacked. It's going to hit you. And you ain't going to be able to go any farther, because you're getting attacked already. And then same like if somebody's going to work, just like when I went to work in Afghanistan, you got snipers, you got stuff like that, just same thing. People saying things to you that's going to try to hinder your spirit, because they're shooting these bullets at you. And you got to be always ready. So this, people don't understand. And I think, Hebrews that talked about the working, how the sword, like it's a double-edged sword, how your weapon that you have, the spirit, the word, is a double-edged sword.
Right.
Two-edged sword. It's a two-edged sword. So it's the same thing with your rifle when you're in combat. You gotta keep that thing clean. You gotta keep it loaded. You gotta keep it ready at all times. people like to say, "Oh well, Brother Gideon, wow, you killed these many people." Da 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 da. Yeah, I was in campaigns where we killed a whole lot of damn people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to comparison to Elder Rufus or Pastor Dow, Pastor Corey, when it comes to stacking up bodies, spiritual bodies, man, I ain't got nothing on them. They've been slaying demons forever. They like war heroes. You know what I mean? Because they have slayed so many demons. And shooting and killing people in the natural is nothing in comparison to the spiritual war. You know what I'm saying? I always say that. People don't understand. There's a big difference. Yeah, I'm brave. Yeah, I'm with the combat. Yeah, I got shot. Yeah, I got shot in my ass. It was great. No, it's not. When I look at my brothers, I'm seeing real, true life heroes. You know what I mean? Put them Medal of Honors on it. You know what I mean? Because they're out there slaying those spirits. They're out there working in that field, and it's no difference. And I know my elders and my pastors. Pastor Dow, he's constantly got his armor on. Constantly, he got to have his shield up. He's got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because when he go out there, they constantly coming out. He's a big target. That's a general. So it's a general. You know, I remember when I was on duty and I had to protect this general. I was walking around with this general. My eyes was everywhere, you know, because that general was the target. And that's how we got to be in straightway. We got to understand that the general, our elders, colonels, and all this stuff, they targets. And we got to stay prayed up, Israel. We got to constantly be on our knees, be in our spirit, in our closets, praying for our elders, praying for our teachers, praying for this ministry, praying for the pastor, making sure that we keep an eye on the lookout to deaden these spirits. We can't be lazy. Cursed be the one who don't keep his sword in the blood. You know what I mean? You got to keep the work. You got to keep doing the work. You know what I mean? But people don't understand it. There's a lot of correlation between actual, real combat and spiritual combat. That's about what I got to say, brother.
That's good. That's good, man. That's real talk, man. That's good. I appreciate you calling in and adding that in, Brother Gideon.
Blessings, brother. I love you, man. All right? Shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom, man. Shabbat shalom. That's real talk, man. Y'all need to let that sink in, man. That you know, what can you add to that? And that's like I said, that's coming from a real warrior. You know what I'm saying? He gets this thing. And that is one of my big issues with a lot of these other so-called ministries out here. It's just, they're not hitting on anything, you know. Excuse me. They're not hitting on anything. They're not making this thing plain about what the situation really is out here, you know. But yeah, that is real talk. So, what I put here, moving forward, building off what Brother Gideon said. So, when we see low integrity behavior, it directly correlates with low spiritual development. Okay? This is spiritual warfare. Okay? So again, just saying again, when we see, and this is the big thing, like integrity is the concrete of the Hebrew community. So if you ain't got no integrity, yeah, you gonna stack bricks, but they just gonna fall apart. And that's why you don't see nothing throughout the majority of the Hebrew community. You see a lot of these solo brews. They had some funny name. Somebody posted some funny name for these Hebrews that just be out here by themselves, or you got these Hebrew assemblies or whatever you want to call it. The big ones, you got a lot of big ones out there, but they only come together on that church level, where 4 hours here, at the best they'll do is throw a little money together. But let's not go any further than that. Let's not really gather ourselves together and old nation not desired or nothing like that. Let's just kind of, okay, we'll throw a little money at you at best. And outside of their little 4-hour gatherings, they ain't doing nothing. You know, they just going through the motions like Roman Catholicism and mentally ascending. And why? Because at the end of the day, a lot of these people, they know black folks ain't got no integrity. I mean, I'm just keep it 100 with it. And they on there, they big mad right now, you know. But especially when you, it's like, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You see what I'm saying? But there is a integrity deficit. I did that lesson on it a couple days ago, you know, and it's real talk. People ain't really dedicated to the cause. Let's put it like that. All right. And what do you mean when you say integrity, Mike? Right here, the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, or we call it righteousness. And our people are so stubborn, they will cleverly bend and manipulate the scripture to accommodate their stubborn ass will. And this is why when you can look across the so-called Hebrew community and there ain't nothing going on. And that's then it pisses people, get all mad and they get angry and like, oh, he prideful, he arrogant, he's a narcissist. When Pastor Dow says, hey, we light years ahead of all these Hebrews, Pastor Dow, he was in the comments on my lesson yesterday, and he was like, there ain't no women out here like the straightway women. And folks be like, well, whatever, how he gonna say that and all that? Y'all should go investigate that one. I did. Go investigate. Why are they saying they're light years ahead? How they figure that? We know the scripts, yo. You know, go investigate. Go do. Brother Gideon, and he's probably gonna speak on this at the conference in Atlanta. Brother Gideon, he said when he went to Straightway, he was like, because he was watching it, but then he said he went down there, and when he saw Pastor Dow, he's like, hey, he's like, I came down here and make sure you ain't full of crap to see if you full of crap or not. He said something like that. Just came straight because he was a straight soldier. And I thought, okay, brother, you know, and I can't tell you the number of people who are like that, who say, hey, I'm here to see if you come at him like that. See, because Pastor Dow makes bold claims, and he does that to see if you're going to call him on it. And because he knows when you go to investigate, he knows what you're going to find. But you got a lot of, look, real talk, most people don't want to find it. They don't. He exposes that. Most people want to just stay where they at. And that's why they get big mad. Big mad. They watch it right now. They big mad, dude. But hey, that's on them. They continue enjoying the crap you dealing with. That's all I got to say to them. Right? All right, so let's see. The Lord. Somebody put, the Lord fights my battles and wars for me. I know better to think I'm doing anything but following the word of God. Well, like I said, what are your works? And if you follow the book, you're going to do the work, you know? I mean, do I really need to, you know, and I'm not sure what he meant by that, but for the sake of clarity, because in a way it sounded kind of Christian-y, so I'm going to just make sure, like I said, I don't know what he meant, but faith without works is dead, and you will know them by their fruits. And he shows you how to fight, and you got to fight. Now, in Christianity, they say the Most High going to do it for me. All I got to do is follow his word. And then they don't follow his word, and they don't do nothing, and you don't see any fruit. So I would have to know exactly where he's coming, what he means by that, okay? Because same thing for me. The Most High, he give the orders, and I carry them out. Okay? He said, Michael Israel, get your house in order. This is how you do it, and I go do it. Now, when I look around other places, I don't see that happening. He says, hey, do this. Your wife needs to be this way. You need to be this way. You do that. This is how you need to deal with your brother. You need to have this integrity, this, that, and the other. And then I watch other, and I do it. And it's getting your house in order, keeping your word. That could be burdensome. That could inconvenience you financially, emotionally, socially, with your family, friends, all this stuff. Economic. It can inconvenience you on a big level. It can. But that's the fruit that we're looking for. So when somebody puts the Lord fights my battles and wars for me, I would ask you to clarify that, because that sounds real Christian-y, loophole-ish, passivity, scripture bending type stuff. When I just read a scripture, if you have faith and you don't have works, I would ask Aaron Wright to tell me what his works are. That's what I would ask him. And if he wants to answer that, he can. But let's get into the works. All right. Truly realizing that we wrestle not. So we hit on all that. Let's see when we see we hit on low integrity. So I put no fruit, no spiritual works. This type of behavior is so widespread in Hebrew Israelite land, it is almost accepted as the norm. So what I was saying is low character behavior. People just kind of haphazardly throwing their word out there. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Oh yeah, we'll see about this, that, and the other, and never coming through. Or even, hey, are we gonna do this? Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, let's make a plan. Hey, let me be 100 with y'all. Hey, even people entering into business contracts out there, so-called Hebrews, and just breaking the contract. Real talk. I won't go no further than that, but this is real talk. All right? Boy, man, and just thinking about some of the things Elder Rufus told me about Straightway, it just further clarifies everything, man. It further clarifies, because a story just popped in mind that I saw play out in the so-called Hebrew community, and then a similar situation happened in Straightway, and they handled it biblically. Okay, so I'll just go to, but again, nobody wants to go look at fruits. They just want to go off what they feel. And again, it's another example of integrity. In the Hebrew community, man, they bear false witness like it is a true witness. Like bearing false witness is like the norm in the Hebrew community. It's almost like it's one of the 10 commandments to bear false witness and never go find out for yourself and get an eyewitness. It's like the norm out here. And when I say it's like the norm, just go on YouTube or Facebook or on social media and you will see plenty of bearing false witness in writing. And it's amazing. And it's almost like that's what the whole Bible's about, is bearing false witness. You'd think if you had to know them by their fruits. This is real talk, y'all. I'm not saying nothing that ain't fake. All right? But these are the works we're talking about. This is the type of faith they have. They have faith in Satan. Boy, put a 100 in there if you get me. If y'all seeing this thing of what I'm talking about. And this is stuff I've seen, like I've come to hardcore, clear, concise terms in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Okay? So let's see. Somebody posted Hebrews chapter 10, verse 30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. Absolutely. But he's talking about judging and vengeance. Okay? So again, context. But your context is off. What I ask you is, what are the works? You have faith. What are the works you do? We're not talking about getting revenge. We're not talking about judgment. Okay? What we're talking about is works to build a nation. So I think you might have, so he posted then Acts 19:13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, we adjure you by whom Paul preacheth. Okay? So I'm not sure why you post Acts 19:13, but and the evil spirit answered and said, Jesus, I know. Okay? So I'm not sure what his purpose for posting Acts 19:15. But like I'm saying, what the works are, the works will be evident in your lifestyle. So if you like he said, Lord, Lord, have I not cast out spirits in your name? And he said, what? Depart from me, you workers. So your works are of iniquity. So again, it goes back to what I'm trying to explain is the works are actually a lifestyle you live. It's gonna be exemplified in your character and how you act, and how you deal with your brothers and sisters and situations and your house and all this stuff like that. Okay? So again, like I said, that's why when he posted that in there, I was like, yo, that's Christian-y. That's that twisted doctrine where it said the Most High do it for me. That's mental ascension doctrine, where you're just feeling good about yourself, but you wicked as hell. You don't keep your word. You have low integrity. You're not doing stuff to literally build with your brother. You got character flaws. You got stuff you got to develop in yourself. Your family's messed up. You see what I'm saying? These are the works, and we're going to get into it. And I'm getting ready to bring up a whole bunch of stuff that's going to show you why I'm going to bring up a whole bunch of stuff that's going to show you why I'm pushing what I'm pushing. It's going to be very clear. Works would be the living by the law, learning, constantly increasing in righteousness. Exactly. And if you want a detailed, minute, clear, simple, no way to misinterpret or say, you could even read it in the sugary butter translation of the Bible. Some of these other, if you read the book of Proverbs, the book of Proverbs breaks character down into digestible, non-confusable chunks of information. All right? All right? So, yeah. And somebody put, worker of iniquity is lawless works, not according to what the book says. So, again, what are your works? Are they righteous works? They're either one of the... There's no in between. There's no gray area. You're either doing lawful works or lawless works. Okay? And like I said, again, in the Hebrew community, I don't watch wicked ass people cast demons out. So gauging it by that is no, it's more to it than that. I mean that's a gift, all right? So somebody put a person can only save themselves or fall into a ditch if he follow man instead of the scriptures for themselves. Absolutely. I agree with you 100. I'm with that. Absolutely. If what people are saying and doing, I don't deal with people who don't line up with book. So I'm in 100% agreement with that statement. Okay, but a lot of people follow wicked people. All right, and how do you know what wicked people are? What they're saying and what they're doing don't line up with the book. And you got a lot of people out here, what they're saying lines up with the book, but what they're doing does not line up with the book. Okay? All right, so let's see. So it says, this is good right here now. We getting ready to get into some good stuff, all right? And this going to further lower my viewership. Let's see. Exactly. Exactly. And people, you got these rogue Rambo, Sambo Hebrews who, you follow, you do what the word says, okay? And when you hear people say, well, don't follow man, this, that, and the other, no, this is some doctrine that they're coming up with to excuse them from really coming together as a nation. Because the book tells you that you're going to have leaders. It's in Acts. It's all through the book. So there are men that are going to lead you. Now you can spin that up however you want, but that's that. You show me where it says you're not going to have leaders. And again, our people have a problem being obedient to somebody and this, that, and accountable and all this stuff like that when the book lays all this out. All right? Exactly. Christ said, follow me as I follow Christ. Paul said that. Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. You see, let's see, and Paul said, follow me. Yeah, it's right there in the book. So clearly that post that was up there earlier, these are those folks, they wrestling with this thing. Now let me show you where they coming from with this. This is the notes I wrote last night. It said these people honor, they honor him with their lips, but their hearts far from the truth. Okay, they're gonna wrestle with this thing. All right. So look, it says, I wrote, these people's homes and lives are disasters. Okay, so all right, let me tell you what I'm talking about. What I do now is, and I've been saying this, I draw my line of division with people based on character, based on integrity or their moral standings, their righteousness. Do you speak clearly and directly, or are you a tap dancer where you're like Oswald Bates and you, who is this, and you talk around stuff and I gotta kind of figure out what you're subliminally saying and process it. I used to do that and put up with that. I don't deal with that. As soon as I see somebody that behaves in that way, I'm done. They're through. I'm not dealing with them anymore. Okay? When I see somebody kind of coming in with guile and sidestepping and tap dancing, I'm done. I don't got time for it. Okay? So you got to be able to discern this thing. You got to be able to discern that sugary, buttery Christianity when it's creeping in. You got to see that. Because one of the huge issues in the Hebrew community is they draw their line of division based on doctrine. Okay? What is, like I'm pushing the sister thing. Because, dude, the information that was brought out in that sister to sister lesson yesterday, and just in the sister to sister lessons, period, is like, man, it's powerful information for women to get. And it's coming from women. And none of these women out here teaching on. These women are, most of these women are just demonically infused and possessed with rebellious feminist spirits. And it just these big mouth, loud mouth spirits, just subtly working witchcraft, justifying evil in subliminal ways. That's the best way I could put it. And a lot of these Hebrews, their house is just totally out of order. And they're low integrity people. But these same low integrity people will call you evil and draw their line of division. Why you got that white woman teaching? Oh, this, that, y'all going to hell. But you wicked, dude. Like, you don't keep your word. Yeah, but you can't have Esau up there teaching. Hey, dude, go watch some Ron Dalton movies or read his book so you can know what the hell you talking about. Yeah, but this, that, the other, y'all wicked. Bro, you lied. And like, they're not making these connections. And it's basic. And look, you get to a point, I said this junk yesterday. I'm at an age, I done seen enough in my 43 years on this earth. I ain't got time to deal with wicked ass people. And especially in this past 2 or 3 weeks, man, the Most High is clearly, he's made it even clearer who's wicked and who's righteous. It's very, it's easier for me to see who's wicked, and it's easier for me to see who's righteous, man. So, all praise to the Most High. I'm not dealing with ambiguity. I will stomp that crap out quick. Because that's part of the wickedness. When folks throwing all this subliminal stuff, you know, people will say little stuff. Bible that junk. Bible it. Book it. Show me book. Look, and I'm not coming at the dude. All right, let's see. Aaron Wright, he put Ephesians chapter 5, verse 9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Ephesians 5:10. Proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. Okay. So, what is the fruit? It says, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness. And what is righteousness? Righteousness is the law, statutes, commandments that are in this book. Again, you will know them by their fruits. So they're going to have integrity. They're going to be people of their word. You're going to see the fruits manifested externally. Okay? Going back to what I keep saying, faith and works is, you're going to see it. You're going to see it in people's character, in their personality, in how they deal with their brother. They're going to be able to come together. It's going to be plain, simple, and clear. All right? So, again, that scripture you said confirms this lesson that I'm bringing out. Plain and simple. Okay? All right, let's see. Colossians chapter 2, verse 18. Let no man beguile you of your reward in a voluntary humility and worshiping of angels, intruding into those things which he have not seen, vainly puffed up by his fleshly mind. Exactly. Vainly. Again, another Colossians chapter 2, verse 18 confirms again what I'm telling you about out here, where these people are doing these lessons and these knowledge lessons showing off how much they know, vainly puffed up. But again, when it comes to integrity, pushing that, which is all through the scriptures, and pushing morals and stuff like that. And again, defining integrity, putting that up there again. How many people are teaching on this? On the quality of being honest and having strong moral principle and moral uprightness and keeping your word and being a person of your word. Like, for instance, when I talked to Brother Gideon yesterday and then in the middle of the week, Brother Gideon said, yeah, I'll be on there. I know that just as I could be assured that the sun is going to rise, I could be assured that Brother Gideon is going to be on my show, because he's displayed a high level of moral character. Okay? So, I'm not sure what, I guess Brother Aaron is in total agreement with the lesson I'm bringing out and what I'm teaching. But yeah, but brother, you got some of these people you deal with. It's like saying, hey, is it gonna rain on you know, when we have our event on November 28th in Atlanta? Is it gonna rain? I don't know. You just got to watch the weather. That's how it is dealing with a lot of our people. You literally don't know what the hell you're going to get. Okay? So, and this is widespread. It's like the norm in the community. Like, but when people, exactly, whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. I agree. So anyway, yeah, exactly. Show me your fruits. You could tell where people's minds at when you see their fruit. Okay? And then when you look at their mind, you could tell what their fruit's gonna be. Like, I watch a lot of people's posts, and I can pretty much tell where they're coming from. You see what I'm saying? Just looking at their posts. You know? Some of these situations we dealt with in the past, I watch a lot of women get on there and put stuff in there, and it told me a lot about the ministry they were with. I could extrapolate. I'm using big words. Or let's make it simpler. I could discern or extract a lot out of just what they typed on the in the comments. I was like, okay, she's not married. Whatever ministries she's with does not teach the truth. It was like, she's a monster to be around. It's like, just by looking at what they're typing, unrighteousness in the comments. Okay? So yeah, man. So going back again, I put that, I really pushed that sister to sister. If you look at my last post I did on Facebook and YouTube on Spiritual Combat, I was really encouraging people, and I put the link in the description on that video. So last video I put out for that sister to sister, because it's very edifying to women. Very. I mean, they ain't nobody. I have seen nobody teaching that out there. Biblical righteousness for women out there. I see people teaching everything else. I see people low-key teaching feminism out there. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? It was like, so I pushed it. But you got them hardcore brute. Why are these Gentiles teaching this and this, that, and the other? But on Monday, they're gonna be at work on time for Master Charlie. Yes, sir, Master Charlie. And whatever else you want me, if you want me to do that, I'll do that too, sir, Master Charlie. They're gonna be right there on time for Master Charlie. So again, all right, you're posting a bunch of scriptures, and I think what you're saying is that we shouldn't follow men. Maybe that's what you're implying. Just say what you're implying. Because you're saying 1 Corinthians 2:13, which things also we speak not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth. So what is man's wisdom? Is anything that goes against what's in this book. But which the Holy Ghost teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Exactly. So I'd like to know are you agreeing? Because everything I'm teaching lines up with the book. But what I see, again, what I'm going back to again, is what I see in the Hebrew community is just kind of vain babble that don't line up with the book. It coddles people, and the practical application of what's being taught out there, that's what I'm saying, brother. I'm saying the scriptures are the truth too. But what I'm saying is there's people out there manipulating it, taking the effectiveness and the practical application of these scriptures in their life out of it. Okay? So, you see what I'm saying? Again, a lot of people like, why is everybody following Pastor Dow? You got to follow the book. But what this brother says, what Pastor Dow says lines up with book. So should you not have a leader that lines up with the book? All right. Let's see. All right. So let's see. So let's show you. Let's bring all this home and tie it in. All right. So here we go. I'm a tie it all in of why because I'm telling you got a lot of rogue Hebrews out there that look what the Most High say in Ezekiel chapter 2. He said we are a stubborn, stiff-necked people, and when you start cutting people and they don't like what you're saying and it's pricking them, I'm telling you, as a nation, as a race of people, particularly our black people, are stubborn and they don't like to be told stuff. Like when they're shown something they're doing that's wrong, I don't care if it line up with the book and it's pure scriptural. We don't like to be told what to do. And then that's when they start kicking, Yahuwah, my God. That's why these women get on here. Like you saw the one woman, she got on there. She said, I don't care what anybody said. Don't no man tell me what to do. Y'all tell me what to do. And I said, y'all ain't telling you what to do. Satan telling you what to do. Because your ass wicked. You feel me? So when you get this kickback, and like I said, a lot of our people don't want to submit to teachers that the Most High has given us. He's given us pastors, teachers, deacons, y'all name it. It's in there. Okay? So, yeah. So we're going to keep it 100, All right, so here we go. So now, I'm going to tie in everything I was saying, because you're going to see, we're going to wrap it up with the practical application of what I'm saying. Why we need integrity. Why integrity has to manifest. Why you need trustworthy people. Why you need men and women who are willing to be taught and instructed and corrected, and they don't get offended when they get corrected. and they don't make excuses. And when you seen Brother Gideon come in here and the stuff he said, we're going to show you why and why I'm beating this drum so hard. And we're not dealing with distractions, you know? So we're going to keep it 100 on here. So here we go. I'm going to show you why. Let's see. So I'm going to show you the signs of the times. All right. According to Business Insider, again, look at what's going on. They said I saw one article that said over 9,000 stores have, retail stores have closed this year. Payless Shoes, 2,500 stores. Dress Barn, 650 stores. Fred, 520. Shopko, I don't know what the hell that, we ain't got that over here. Chico's, Avenues, GameStop, Sears. Damn, Sears is still in business. Here it says right here. Retail Apocalypse, more than 9. All right. This thing, okay, it want to be difficult? Forget you. Okay? So, Retail Apocalypse, over 9,100 stores closed. Is Walmart, look at this. Is Walmart closing 269 stores in 2019? Look, Walmart done had shootings. I know me personally, like, I'm like, rather than go to Walmart, get strapped up, get armed up, load up my Glock, strap it on, get prayed up, leave the kids at home, and go into Walmart, you know, like you going into enemy territory, figuratively and spiritually. Hey, Brother Aaron, I'll tell you what I will do, I'll do you one better. I'll let you call into the show and we can talk it all out, because you're talking about something that's you're posting scriptures in there that are after Christ's return, okay? Because we still got to teach. And kind of what I'm seeing, what you're posting, it kind of, I've already discerned the spirit you got and what's going on with you. And I guarantee I'm spot on. But anyway, so we got these store closing. Lowe's going out of business? Hold on. That can't be. Hold on. Yo, I didn't even see this. It says Lowe's will close 51 underperforming stores in North America. The company announced Monday. Oh no, that's back in 2018. So don't worry about that. Okay. But this is November 12th, 2019. Okay, so this is recent. I'm about to say, I didn't hear about that one. All right, but look at that. Look at all these stores going out of business. Okay? All right, let me show you what else. Don't worry, I'm painting a picture. I've warned people about this earlier. Okay? Raw video. Man's head is split open during brawl between Trump supporter, counter-protester at Long Beach rally. Even at my job, I've seen where this political thing is heated up. And these people literally hate the Republicans and Democrats. Like, these hardcore, far-right, extreme Trump Republican supporters, they literally hate Democrats more than they hate black people right now. I'm just saying, this is what I'm seeing down here. And I live in a highly Republican area. Real talk. Okay? So that's 100. And I'm seeing this thing down here. So this is real talk, what we're seeing here. Okay? So yeah, that's what. All right? So they literally, and you see the video here. I'm not going to play the video. I'm showing you what's going on. I'm showing you signs of the time. All right. So let's continue. Y'all do not Aaron, stop posting stuff. Just stay focused on what I'm bringing out. And y'all in the chat, don't get distracted by distractors. Okay? All right. So, let me show you what else I got here. Okay? Signs of the times. We're showing you what's going on here. White supremacists took hatchet to New Jersey Mall intending to attack blacks. Okay? All right. That's popping up there. I don't know why, but you saw the article there for a sec. Okay? Intending to attack black people. I've seen some other similar articles about this. Okay? I'm sure y'all seen this one. I'll pause it. Studio execs allegedly wanted Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman in biopic. Y'all have to come out of her. Y'all got to leave media alone. Y'all got to support people like Ron Dalton. You see Kabir, he did a little documentary thing about Straightway. Like, you got to realign your appetite for media to Hebraic media. You got to come out of this crap. Can't be... even I go to the movies every now and then, but damn it, ain't no way I was going to go see that Harriet Tubman. That was high-level, subliminal, witchcraft, wizardry programming. And I wasn't going to go there. I wasn't going to go watch that. Okay? All right. Let's see what else. So I'm showing you, we're going to go through all this. I'm showing you signs of what's going on in all these different areas. Okay? All right, now this one here, I'm going to have to, y'all bear with me because I'm going to have to remove my ad block because this was just a sad article right here. And of course, they want to put these nasty, okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to put this up here so y'all can see it. All right, it says NHS nurse 35 killed herself after the stress of working 12-hour hospital shifts stopped her from settling down to have a family, inquest hears. Okay? This goes back to all these career and college and this, that minded people. Let me tell y'all something real fast that I'm telling you this, but you're going to see it soon with footwork. Getting all caught up in careers and elaborate, high-paying careers ain't the answer. It doesn't bring satisfaction. It's not going to fill that void in you. Brotherhood fills the void. Biblical brotherhood. Loving the Lord. Upon these two hinge all the command. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and love your brother as you love yourself. Who's your mother? Who is your brother? Those who keep the commandments. Not just talk about it. Not just throw out all this vain, confusing scripture and all that stuff. People who actually do the thing. Okay? People who are actually keeping the commandments, who have integrity, who have a work ethic, who you see manifesting fruit, who are actually trying to do the thing. I keep telling people, money ain't the mystery resource missing for us coming together and doing something, practicing group economics and group culture and all this stuff and walking this Bible out together. All right? So, again, y'all, ignore. All right, Aaron, I'm going to put Dikembe Koi Tumbo on you in a sec. I'll tell you, her block finger is tough, okay? It's solid. But anyway, let me go into it. We got to come together. Like this sister, she killed herself because she was, a lot of these women, I'm an independent woman. I'm a career woman. I'm successful in the world's idea of success. I'm looking, envying my oppressor. I got this weave in my hair and I'm working 12-hour shifts as a nurse and the money coming in. And I feel this, like, my head don't feel good. Okay? My head don't feel good, you know? And she killed herself. And I don't have the article here, but there's an article. It says, Black woman, the new face of depression. Okay? Okay, let me show you this again. Toledo woman sentenced for planning 2 terror attacks, mass shootings. Okay? So she was planning. And guess who she wanted to shoot? I don't know. Let's see. The defendant was deadly serious about plotting for an attack on Toledo and an interstate pipeline. She stands convicted of a terrorist offense. And well, so y'all can read up on that yourself. But what you're seeing with a lot of these shootings and moving forward, you're going to see more of them, is mass demonic possession. That's what it is. It's demonic possession on a massive level is what you're beginning to see in Babylon. Okay? That's what we're seeing here. Okay? So let me show you. Let's see what else we got. Did I put that up there? Did y'all see this? So here it is. This is the article right here. Okay? Toledo woman. Okay? All right? A woman. So it's like, all right, let's see. Let's keep on moving through. All right. Let's not forget about this. Again, we're not gonna watch this video, but I'm gonna just read the title, the headline of it. It says, "Truck kidnap victim Brittany Biggs recounts her daring escape." These kidnappings, they're kidnapping people, kids and women left and right, and harvesting their organs, and folks never popping up again on a mass level. Okay? Every time you turn around, you're seeing it. All right? And this, what I'm showing, Wells Fargo. Let's put this up here. Wells Fargo plans to close 800 more branches by 2020. This is very big with these banks and the blockchain technology that's taking effect, which something else I'm going to do a lesson on is if you got videos on YouTube, because they getting ready to do some change. I need to read up on that. Somebody could send me that. I know there's a video going around about that. They're about to do mass changes on YouTube, especially next year. Huge ones. For what? To shut this awakening down. You need to upload your video to DTube or some type of blockchain video site. But the blockchain is eventually going to make banks, mortgage agencies, all your big and small financial transactions will be done through blockchain technology. I will get into that. I think I got some stuff on that I'm going to get into momentarily. Let me see if this is going to load up. It's loading slow. So I'll load this one. There we go. Police in Alabama planted drugs and guns on over 1,000 innocent black men. Come out of her, my people. Again, it's relevant. All right? Let me keep moving forward. This is very big. This something that y'all need to just study up on yourself. Ron Dalton's gonna be teaching on it. Is this? The automation revolution is coming, and it's not coming, it's here. It's accelerating, but the automation revolution is here. They said it's coming, and universal basic income might be humanity's only hope. One of the candidates is running based on the universal basic income. If you don't know about this stuff, you need to wake up and see it. Okay? That's right. Bitcoin is blockchain. Bitcoin is based on blockchain technology. Now, what I would tell you is upload your YouTube videos and Pasadow's YouTube video. They have DTube. It's a blockchain version of YouTube with zero restrictions. You can put anything on there, and nobody can mess with it. Nobody can delete it. You know, but it's based on the blockchain, and we'll get on that momentarily. But automation is fully in effect. Amazon. Where's automation in effect right now? Walmart. When you go to Walmart, they got the automated checkout. When you go to Home Depot and Lowe's, you see all the automated checkout. I read an article where Walmart is rolling out like a janitor robot. This thing that mops and sweeps the floors. And they just let it roll through the store. It's here. I talked about it the other day. Trucking will soon be taken over by automation. Amazon is working on vehicles that could deliver the packages, and they're going to be like a quarter of the size of a car. And they're going to drive all the way up into your driveway, back in, and put the package right at your door. It's here. Like, it's right around the corner, and there's going to be a massive job loss and recession, and they're going to implement a universal basic income. And how you going to get, it's just a standard income for everybody. Everybody going to get it. And guess how you going to have to get it? You have to take a chip or some type of mark to get that thing. It's right around, the writing's on the wall. Like I said, Ron Dalton's getting ready to go in on all that. He got a whole... You know the way Ron is. He gonna break all that stuff down. Okay? All right. Let's continue going now. We're almost. Justice's question answered previously on same-sex arguments in Supreme Court. I just threw that in there because the transformer agenda and the gayfer agenda, you know, they're pushing that. That's the new norm. You know, God forbid you have some type of reaction against somebody being a transformer out there or a gayfer, you know, and they're pushing it in the schools and everywhere. And it's an abomination according to the book, right? 100, all right? So we know about that. And very last, which I brought up earlier, is you need to read up on the blockchain. And basically, it's basically a method of encrypting data based on date, times, and it puts the date and the time that the data was made or created, and it makes an original, so you know it's an original and it's tamper proof. Is safer than like anything banks have. It's gonna replace banks. So literally, you could buy a house through cryptocurrency, which is based on blockchain technology. So it says the blockchain is a transaction database shared by all nodes participating in the system. When it says nodes, it means the two people. If I make a transaction with you, it creates like a chain of data based on the time it was created, who created it, this, that, and the other, that you can't tamper with, okay? Because that is when it was originally created, this, that, and the other. A full copy of currency's blockchain contains every transaction ever executed. So then if somebody else copies the data, it's going to make in the blockchain encrypted information on it, the number or whatever is going to record the time that was done. So you can track it back to the original creator. Anyway, I just put it here. Just all you do is type in blockchain. It's based on like JavaScript and some other programming languages. And if you want to listen, let me tell y'all something else real fast. If you if you're a felon or if you're a young person and you don't mind sitting in front of a screen looking at information, you could study, you could get good at blockchain programming language and stuff like that, and it's nothing for you to start out making $100,000. The average salary in the blockchain is like $120,000. People start out at $70,000, and if you know what you're doing, you make $150,000. Me, because I got ADD and I'm hyperactive and I'm a mechanic, I ain't doing it. I'll be like sitting there like, let me go run outside for 5. I'm better working with my hands. But if you're able to sit still and do that stuff, look into it. Because between this year and next year, you make a ton of money. All right. So anyway, people like, Michael, why'd you put that up there? Okay. Why'd you just show us all that stuff? You trying to depress us or something? No. The reason I put all that up there is to show you what Pastor Dow is doing, what Pastor Dow is saying is relevant. We have to come out of her. We have to live set apart. And you got these people that they're throwing confusion in there. Like, well, I'm set apart in my mind, but nobody likes you, and it's like you don't have any friends. You're not congregating. You're like a rogue brew out there by yourself, mentally ascending, saying you got it. Or at best, you come meet up like a church and get for 4 hours or on the weekend or whatever. At best, that's what you're doing. When Pastor Dow Straightway Ministries is telling you, dude, this, and I just threw some articles. I didn't think out every area where this is applicable in, but the signs is right there in front of you. Come out of her. Come together with your brothers and sisters so you're not reliant on them. Let the land produce for you so that you're not so reliant on this beast system. So that when the power outage comes, or when the mass recession comes and everybody gets laid off and folks is on this universal pay, so some person who was used to making all this money, now they're getting peanuts, and there's a run on the resources so that you're set apart. You're protected. You're off in a safe place. Get in shape so that when we go into the wilderness experience, nobody's talking about this. Everybody, I ain't following no man. The dude was in there, and if I go back and read through there, it looked like he was just throwing distractions and trying to sidetrack people on what's coming. It's like, dude, stop throwing. We need to get some integrity. So we're willing to come together with each other so we can live set apart. So we can begin having our own righteous, biblical economy, living amongst ourselves and being as self-sufficient as this captivity permits. So that when the time comes, we get the hell up out of here. Everybody like, oh, Yahuwah provided. He got me. And posting all these vague scriptures that they're taking out of context. All right? They're taking stuff out of context. If I go back and read it, I'll cut it. I was slicing the stuff up he was saying. Because these people don't even understand what the word righteousness even means. They don't even know what the word righteousness means. They take that out of context and they use a Christian application or imply a Christian meaning to righteousness, when righteousness means the laws, statutes, commandments that are in Torah. If you want a further breakdown, righteousness is the book of Proverbs, applying that to your character. And Proverbs is a minute, microscopic breakdown of Torah, of what's already in Torah. So these people are just like, so I immediately know when I see people throwing certain scriptures in there, I know what they're doing. They got an inactive spirit of fear mindset where they don't want to do nothing. They want to feel good and they don't want to see what's ahead. They don't have a warrior mindset. They don't look at stuff in reality. They want a buttery, sugary doctrine. Spiritual combat, you ain't getting it. Straightway Ministries ain't going to get that to you. We're going to give you actual factuals. And the actual factual is you better come up out of this culture physically. You better physically and on a physical, practical reality level, you better link up with some people and get some land and begin living off that land and get the hell up out of these communities, get off these jobs, because otherwise you're going to get up off these jobs when a recession comes. And you're going to be, these broke people going to be coming to your house in your little subdivision. People ain't going to be able to afford their sorcery medication. So what are they going to do? They're going to get demonically possessed. Because their heads ain't right. You know how many people on these psychotropics and brain chemical sorcery medications out here? A prudent man, prudent means you see what's coming and you prepare. These silly clowns, and it's good that some of that stuff was posted in the comments, because now you see an example of people who are sitting here still beguiled by that religion of passivity known as Christianity. Greco-Roman Babylonian Catholicism. You call it whatever the hell you want. It's a passivity, and it's in the Hebrew community also. People just want to be Facebook Hebrews, Black Power Brews, and all this other stuff, and they ain't doing a damn thing. I'm telling you, we warning you. I'm trying to show warning. I'm putting it out there. Even us here at Jacksonville, Florida Straightway, this Shabbat, I got some powerful, I ain't gonna say powerful, but important information that we're gonna really get this thing into action. We're gonna really start pushing this junk. And I'm telling you, like after this conference here in Atlanta, like I talked to Pastor Dow yesterday. We're gonna do. He's gonna be coming down here to Jacksonville, Florida, on December 25th. We're gonna start moving, and we're gonna be shaking heavy, and we're gonna be moving hard. And if your ass ain't holding on, you're gonna get shook off, and I ain't gonna feel one way or another about it. So, a clown shoe. You ain't even a clown. You're the shoe on a clown, Jen Ephraim. You said shut up and teach the word. If you even had ears to hear, you would have seen the word being taught. Go over to Sugar and Butter Ministries and go listen to them. It's social media. You don't see all these live Hebrews on there? Go listen to them. You ain't got to listen to Spiritual Combat. All you got to do is hit the unsubscribe button and move on. Don't waste your time. I don't want to waste your time. All right? Yeah, exactly. We're gonna shut up and do the word. Okay? Thank you, Yadon Yisrael. I know. Hey, look, listen, y'all. Don't even get caught up with it. I counted a blessing that people like Jen Igram or whatever his name is, it's confirmation that I just hit Satan's kingdom. when I see this stuff happening. That's the stamp that this show was powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because Satan deploys his clown shoes. Okay? And that's what they are. You know, we know he doesn't have control of his emotion. So, yeah, man. But it's time, man. See what's going on. Don't look. This is, hey, look. you know, Michael Israel always gonna have fun with it. Hey, look. Don't entertain the clown shoes. Some of these people ain't even worthy to be called clowns. We call them clown shoes. Okay? So we're gonna keep it 100 out here because, bro, we're about this action. You see people getting kidnapped. We training our women and children on defense, on how to be hard targets, not soft targets, not easy targets. You know, to let them rounds go. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you go quick. Yeah. So we're gonna keep it 100, man. You see the job market, the writings on a wall. Recession's right around the corner. We're trying to get people up out their houses. I'm trying to get offload mine. You know, if I gotta give this thing away, damn it, whatever. We're gonna do it. Okay? But we making moves. And in the meantime, you got people like, you don't follow man, this, that, and the other. But what about all these damn warnings I just showed you? You got people who just teach the word. What about all these damn news articles I just showed you? Warning you about the signs of the times. These people wicked as hell. I'm telling you. They wicked, man. These is evil people out here. Okay? So yeah, man. we gonna keep it 100. So listen. Carrie Bain, you said it's hard to find brews that believe the word in Trinidad. I have land and no one to work with. I'm doing it all by myself. Well, you're not anymore. Email me. Because there's people out there in Trinidad who've reached out to me who are interested in Straightway Ministries. So what you need to do, Carrie Bain, is reach out to me. Okay? What you need to do is send me an email, and then I'm going to give you information. I'm going to show you people to reach out to get things in order. Because I'm telling you, I'm telling these people, man, these jobs, this stuff going away. I showed you all this stuff. It ain't me. When you shake up people's little reality, it upsets them. And they lash out. The demons come to the surface and you're not getting them. Michael Israel. Yeah, teach the word. And they go type their stuff in there. Do it again. Carrie Bain. And this goes to everybody. When we tell you to call the Straightway Dining Hall, when I tell you to email me, if you don't get a response, keep doing it. Be persistent. A lot of y'all have no idea what my schedule is like. You know? I make an effort on Sundays to take Koya and the kids out on a little family date. One of the brothers, he puts money in here on the super chat, and I take that money to use it. I take Koya and the family out on a date on Sundays to spend time with them. Because during the week, me and Koya be around each other maybe an hour and a half all week. Because she work. We trying to end this though. And all praises to the Most High, and praise Yah for that Great Awakening Hebrew gathering, and for him putting Ron Dalton and Pastor Dow and Straightway Ministries and putting that in my life and showing me the light and the answer, a biblical answer to getting out of this rat race, getting out of this slavery. Yeah, great times is coming. That's right. Because we gonna make this thing happen, man. It's brutal out here. You gotta, I mean, some of the sister killed herself, man. That's so sad. Some of y'all who just tuning in, is a sister, a black nurse, and working 12-hour shifts as a nurse, and killed herself because there was no hope. She couldn't have a family. You know, she didn't have a family, you know, and she wasn't in the truth. Nobody was talking to her. She didn't get spiritual combat or straightway ministry. And it's sad. And what do we need? We need nurses on these properties, on the lands, and in these homesteads and stuff. There's a need for it. All right, there we go. Somebody put, we make gods out of anything we're unwilling to leave behind for the sake of faith. That's good, brother. Brother Kenneth, all praises. That's big old facts. Okay? Yeah. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And when you when you show them that they have a lack of knowledge, they behave like a damn pair of clown shoes. Okay? Jesus told the rich man to sell all your possessions and goods and follow me. Our faith is proven by taking action. Thank you, Brother Kenneth. I should have cut that fool with that earlier, man. But I'm glad, man. I appreciate you putting that in there. That's edifying. All right, so but yeah, man. So when you see the stuff I put there of what's coming, the signs of the times, what is already happening. Look at Amazon. I used to be an investor, you know, so I studied a lot of these CEOs. So sometimes I'll study, what's the name, Jeff Bezos and different CEOs from time to time. I'll hear stuff. Nobody's going to beat Amazon, dude. That dude is demonically driven with authority from the Most High, I want to say, because he is fulfilling heavy biblical prophecy. Study Jeff Bezos. The dude cuts all of his hair off and has a wardrobe of all the same outfits so that he doesn't waste any of his decision making. This dude is driven on a level. This dude, Jeff Bezos, got more faith than most of the Hebrews in this so-called Hebrew community. Than some of these clowns that done come in here today and put their silliness on here, you know. And it looked like Elder Rufus blocked that dude so daggone hard. I don't know. I don't even know how Elder. Like, I don't even see the dude no more. It's like, dang. It's either Elder Rufus or Koya blocked that dude so hard that he's literally not even here anymore. It's like they done found some new feature on YouTube. It's like, it ain't a block, it's a smash. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, it was Elder Rufus. That's why I call him Elder Ruthless. Boy, all I seen was, who you talking to? And then I've never seen the dude again. Elder Rufus, you're going to have to show me that Facebook feature. That was funny, man. You can't make this up. But yeah, y'all. But it's real, man. It's real. And I want to, it's evident. And this thing, there's a couple real brothers in the faith. You know, then some of the brothers, they're not part of Straightway. But I'm going to tell you this. Let me tell you something very interesting. Because during towards the end of my travels, because, you know, for the longest, I was traveling. I was doing a lot of traveling. in the Hebrew community. And I can say this, okay? Something I saw in the Hebrew community is that the Most High has put it on our brothers and sisters' heart to come up out of this. They realize something. There's action that needs to be taken, but they just are kind of, well, what is they feel led to get land. I saw that. Like literally everybody I talked to towards the last year or so of travel, this is assemblies and stuff like that. They either had bought land, were buying land, or were looking into buying land. They knew it was in their spirit to do it. But what people need to be led to understand is it's easy to get land. It's easy to get the money. It's easy to get the money. But you want to know what's hard? What's hard is getting people with their mind right. People who are willing to take correction. Okay? That's what's hard. Okay? People who got their minds right. That spiritual growth. People who are willing to get these demons off them. Alright? So yeah, this is real, man. So yeah, it's just kind of a faith and works, man. What are these works? What are the works? What are they? Well, I showed you. And I showed you the need for them. And we even had examples in the comments from people who still have the Greco-Roman Catholic, Christian, Hebrew, Babylonian mindset. The Christian sanity. The Christian passivity. That passive mindset of mental ascension where they throw scriptures from Galatians and Colossians. It's these vague, out of context scriptures at you, subliminally implying something of passivity to you. We saw that example, and then you saw the practicality of what I'm saying. I showed you with articles, news articles from, I can guarantee you that these news articles were from reputable sources that you can, and if you don't believe them, you can go look them up yourself, of what is right around the corner, what's coming. It's coming. And this Facebook thing, this YouTube and Facebook stuff, dude, the writing's on the wall. Like, I'm hearing stuff that next year, they're going to clamp down on all this. So this thing ain't going to go on forever. Get it while you can. Download the video somehow. This truth ain't going to be here like this forever. It ain't going to be on tap forever. You're going to, pretty soon, it's going to, they're going to silence it. And all these clown shoes out here with all these silly doctrines that don't make no daggone sense, they're gonna get that judgment on them, man. I'm telling you, the writing's on the wall. I know what I'm talking about. I follow this technology and broadcast and all this stuff. You know, I ain't gonna say I'm the best ever at it, but I'm an expert when it comes to live broadcast. You know, I'm pushing truth hard. Like when Brother Kabir and the sisters, I keep forgetting the sister's name. But when they come out with stuff, I'm pushing this. I'm trying to help get this out as quick as I can, you know. And y'all pray for me to get in position where I need to get. Y'all pray that the Most High would bless this thing and push all this stuff through that needs to go through. Okay? So yeah, y'all. But appreciate y'all tuning in. What I'm going to do is take it out with that same song I brought it in with. How can you say we related when we never relate? We can't relate. That's Beloved Daoud. Again, he's going to be at the, and real fast, let me bring the flyer up for the conference again real quick. For the Great Gathering Hebrew Conference. All right, so let me see. I'm gonna bring up the flyer for the conference for all y'all. We, Michael Israel, um, Pastor Dowell, Elder Rufus that you see in there, is gonna. Let me see if I got the right. All right, let me see. So here's the flyer. All right. Atlanta, GA, Dry Bones Rising Conference in Atlanta. They have tried to shut this thing down. We've went through a lot with this conference, okay? But Pastor Dow's going to be there. Judah Mack's going to be there. Kabir's going to be there. Daniel Mears going to be there. Robert Mathis might be there. I doubt it. I might even get him to call in. Ron Dalton's going to call in and give a blessing. Brother Gideon's going to be there. Like I said, Elder Rufus is going to be there. I'm probably tap him to give a couple words. You know what I'm saying? Michael Norman, he's going to be there performing. Beloved Daoud. A lot of music I play is from him. The Big Ak Moshe is going to be there. Of course, I'm going to be hosting the whole event. We're all going to be there. If you're in the region, you need to come out. It's going to be on Thanksgiving Day. We are smashing in to Satan's high holy day with this event. When the Shabbat's over, you could go buy your tickets on Eventbrite. It's going to be an awesome event. It's something to do besides sitting around on this pagan holiday getting brainwashed. Because, you know, on media, they know that they know that this is their main day to really fill your head with a bunch of crap. Well, we're going to fill it with truth. What are we going to be bringing out there? We're going to be bringing out the need for action in the Hebrew community. And we're going to show you people who are actually taking action. You're going to hear powerful testimonies from people who have come from just mind-boggling lives. You know, they've come out of mind-boggling, just true, powerful testimonies is the best I can say. You got people who were literally murderers and killers in warfare. You got people who were exposed to child molestation and sex at young ages, the age of 5. You got people who were multi-millionaires. I don't mean $2 million or $4 million. I'm talking about millions with an S, who were celebrities. And when I say celebrities, I'm not talking about, YouTube celebrities or Facebook celebrities. I'm talking about mainstream celebrities who've given it all up for y'all. People who lost children and wives that they were married to for over 10 years, and all types of amazing testimonies coming into the truth and truly walking it out. So that's what this thing's going to be about. Let me show you. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show you something, YouTube, Facebook. Let me show you what we've endured. Okay? Bringing this to you. Okay? So hold on. You bear with me. I'm going to show you what we've endured bringing this to you. So listen to what we've endured bringing this to you. Just listen. Hold on. Hello? 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 All right, there we go. I can hear you now. Now, why'd you call the event location?
Aware that if they wanted to proceed with holding the event for you guys, I'm going to tell everyone that I know in the ATL, I know plenty of folks, to no longer patronize them. I'm going to hit them where they understand in their pocketbooks. Now, you do you, my brother. Have a wonderful day.
Okay. So hold on. Hold on one sec. Okay. So now let me hold on. So yeah, this is what we're doing. There's people actively trying to get the event shut down. It's not gonna happen. Okay, it's not. It's our people, our low integrity people trying to do it. Okay, and but for all these Hebrews, oh, they black power Hebrew, you messing with the this and the that. But it's our own people trying to get my event shut down. And guess what? The person, the location where I had to last minute go have the event at, I won't even go into all that, but he has high integrity because he didn't buckle under the pressure and give up on. He's gonna allow the event to go on. He said, well, I'm gonna honor my contract because I have integrity. That's why I'm telling you, man. These other nations got integrity. Everybody want to act like these other nations so wicked. Israel wicked. Get some damn integrity. Be people of your word. But guess what? The people trying to get my event shut down are our people. All right, so listen. The dude, Elder Michael Johnson. Oh, look. Johnson. All right, he getting ready. He sent me a text because, like I said, that lady who was trying to get my event canceled, follow him. Okay, so we're gonna see what's up right here. So it says calling. He put calling my people over them, not supporting you guys' doctrine. I see. So I don't know, but we're gonna see what's up right now. Because he just sent me this text. Can't make this junk up, boy.
Hello?
Hey, it's Michael Israel. How you doing?
Wait, hold it. That's the last time you're going to say, hey. I done called you. I always call you by your name. Every time you call, you want to say, hey. I done told you.
Hold on. So what? Can you hear me?
I'm very clear. I told you, do not call this number saying, hey.
Elder Michael Johnson, can I ask you a question?
You can call me Michael. No, you can call me Michael.
Okay, Michael, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me whatever you want to ask me.
So, a lady who follows you...
Doesn't matter. I already know she already talked to me. What you got to know?
Well, she called the place where I'm having my event at.
Yeah. You're actually going to have about another 2,000 people getting ready to do that today and tomorrow. Go ahead.
And so they're going to call the place where I'm having my event at and try to get it canceled?
No. Whatever they're going to call, they're going to call. So what is the purpose of this call? Because I texted you the other day and you couldn't even text me back. But I see you want to call me today.
Well, I'm a busy person. I get a ton of texts each day. So, but
okay.
Is that Torah to function in that manner?
Is that what?
Torah. Biblical.
Torah. Understand one thing. Torah is Yiddish, bro. I don't function in Talmud.
Okay. Do you think that's right to do what you're doing and try to get my event canceled?
Wait a minute, hold it. Do you think that's right to do what you're doing?
What am I doing?
No, you tell me.
Oh, yeah, I think what I'm doing...
Okay, so what you think you're doing is right. So what I know you're doing is wrong. So again, we at a crossroads, bro. And right now, this is the problem that I have. And I'm going to let you know straight up front the problem I have. No way in the world I'm going to let you guys go over there and try to sit there like you're going on the field where the women is highly outnumbered to men, and you guys going to go on the field to sit there to think that you guys going to sit there and manipulate some more women and to give them out on the field. Not going to happen.
What?
not going to happen. So now you know my stance. And you can have anybody you want on the phone, because right now I got Elder Jenkins on the phone. So if you try to misconstrue my words when you go to do your show, I got an elder on the phone right now where he already knows exactly what I'm saying, because guess what? Well, what I do to make sure when somebody tries to sit there and say I lied and say something else, that's why I want to keep somebody else on the phone.
Well, no, you're being recorded, so it ain't nothing gonna get misconstrued.
No, just like I said. So the same thing about being recorded, you can do that all day long. Just like I said.
So like I said, y'all, you can't make this stuff up. That was Corey back there, like, what? Like this stuff, you can't make it up. And it's like they don't even know what the event's gonna be about. It is really gonna be about testimonies and edifying the flock and showing the importance of practically applying the Bible. I don't know what the heck he done got his mind wired up with, but that's what we've been dealing with, stuff like that and other similar things that confirm that I'm in the vein, that we done stepped on Satan's hornet nest. Because what? We on one of Satan's high holy days in Black Sodom, which is Atlanta, and we smashing into it with pure biblical truth. Okay? And that's what we got going on here. So, like I said, me and Koya Israel, you know, we've been, I talked to Pastor Dow yesterday. I was like, man, we've been amazed at what we're seeing, especially with this event. It's like, whoa, it's like, there's just, that's why Corey posted that, she posted that scripture the other day, or not that scripture, she made a Facebook post. She said, all I wanted to do was love my family and serve Yah, and then all hell breaks loose, you know, and that's real. It's like all you want to do is earnestly and desperately do something that's a blessing for the people. I don't want the people to be out there on Thanksgiving alone by themselves, just feeling isolated, feeling like they don't have any options, like, oh crap, I gotta go to this daggone let me go suck down some turkey with my wicked ass aunts and this, that. No. I'm trying to give them a fulfilling, edifying alternative to these pagan holidays. And all hell breaks loose. You know. So we're gonna keep it 100. The event's on. Like I said, the brother where we're having the event at, he said he ain't bending. He gonna honor. He gonna show integrity, more integrity than most of the Hebrew community, because it's the Hebrew community attacking me, trying to get my event shut down. You can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up, man. I'm telling you, dude. So, but he gonna honor it. We've seen a strong showing from the Hebrew community. Go out, get your tickets, come out, man. Come out to the event, man. Fellowship with like-minded believers. It's gonna be an awesome event. We ain't gonna let it. We ain't like my K Beer says, we're not capitulating or acquiescing to their demands. We're gonna keep this thing 1,000, man. And I know who my brothers and I know who my sisters are, man. And like I said, I'm gonna take it out with the song from my man Beloved Daoud, Unrelated. How can you say we related when we never relate? I can't relate to people like that. I know who my brothers and sisters are, man. So, anyway, with that said, man, I'm Michael Israel, Spiritual Combat. Enjoy this song from Beloved Daoud, Unrelated.
Yeah. Whew. My coach. Family. Yeah. For real. Whew. Yeah. How you gonna say we relate when we can never relate? relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Who is my mother, my brother? They do the will of my father. I studied the law like a lawyer. Applying the law make it royal. The world is so overrated. I don't see what is the biggie. Everybody say they made it. Cut and spit a couple pennies. Piece of who will give me plenty. Negative get a shit. You should learn how to look. Who the true, who the crook. If it's right while you're hiding, who said be a lie? Death is lurking, but I'm driving. Had to switch on the brights. Nobody's playing somebody's. Hey, what's really going on? A pure soul in this body. Couldn't fit it in a clone. They say my face is like a stone. Tell them all I mean business. Everybody say you're wrong before they ever take a listen. If it's yours, I don't want it. I don't touch it unless I own it. You should get up by your hoop. All that other stuff is phony. Lost religion, found a coach. No explain, watch me do it. Watch the fire, it'll roast. Grown man should've known it. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate?